Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I hope you are feeling fantastic. And if you're not, after we check out this, what I think is going to be a fun knife, maybe you'll be feeling a little more fantastic. And the intro knife today is the Ef936. You guys and gals absolutely love this. This is a fun knife. Not every knife has to be serious. This is a fun one. If you haven't checked this out, go check out the video. I'll put a link up there. It's been viewed more than 250,000 times. People love fun knives that don't cost a lot. Like this one was like 25 bucks. But let's get into this one. Thank you, channel members, patrons, and subscribers. You guys are making this journey absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love you guys and gals. And let's get in here and check this one out. I think this one is going to be fun. All right, so this is the Eafengrow Ef951 folding, camping, etc., etc. And we're going to open her up and get it out and see what it looks like. This one from the pictures looks like it's going to be a doozy. Did I just say doozy? I think I did. I said doozy. Boom, here we go. So it comes with, I don't know what kind of cloth it is, some kind of thin cloth. I don't know what it's made out of. It's really thin. And let's see what this bad boy is going to look like. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a fun one. Yes, you always don't have to be serious about a knife. And this one cost like 27, 28 bucks on Amazon. So it's not going to be an expensive knife to mess around with, be a beater. Look at it. Just look at it. Oh, we even have a blue accent ring around the pivot. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Have some good look at G10. I'll show you the back here. Nice and solid. Ooh, it's no sharp edges. Look at here. The edges are chamfered. See, that's the thing. Some of these $25, $28 knives, I'm surprised. They have the same material as more expensive knives, but they'll chamfer the edges. There's no sharp edges. I kind of like that. I really appreciate it. Are you ready to see this monstrosity? Pow! Oh my gosh! Would you look at it? Just look at it. Now this was donated to the channel by a subscriber. And if you want to donate one to the channel, just contact me first so I can let you know if it's one that I might show, and you can send it to the channel. You know, we'll probably end up giving them away. You can ask that it be given away. Whatever you want to do in that case, all you got to do is contact me by email or Instagram and, you know, send me a picture and tell me what your thoughts are. Wow. Oh my goodness. All right. Holy cow. Would you look at this blade? Wow. And you know what? It has a really good finish too. This is a $27.99. That's what it costs at the time of this video's posting. $27.99 on Amazon. And wow, is it got a slicing blade. Huge fuller going on. Look at that fuller. Whoa, mama. Got some nice jimping. We'll check all that out during the ergos. This is going to be a cool knife. I'm already liking it. I like it when a knife makes me smile. I mean, this is really, really cool. A little bit of texture vision. It doesn't really have much texture. It looks like it does. It looks pretty good. It'll get you up in there nice and close. These look like, are those T8s? No. Yeah, those are T6. Those look like T6s and T8. You know what? We're going to take it apart, so it doesn't matter. We'll find out here in just a minute. But going all the way around, you have a lanyard hole. And here's this side. Wow, that is a very clean-looking knife. This blade is going to be useful for a lot of things. And you know, a lot of you say, hey, I only carry 4-inch blades. I get that a lot because a lot of the knives are smaller. This one is going to fit your fancy because I'm pretty positive this is over 4 inches. Oh my goodness. Tell you what, let's do the specs in less than 60 seconds. All right, let's see. Doing a little guessing game. You know, it feels about the same as my Manix 2, which is 4.9 ounces. I'm going to guess maybe a little more. I'm going to guess 5 on the nose. And it is. Oh, 4.9. So close. Oh, man. That was very close. Are you ready? Are you set? Let's go. So your total length is 9 inches on the nose from tip to tip, and you have a trailing point or clip point. I don't know. You tell me. We have D2 blade steel with the satin finish, which looks very nice. Your total blade length, 4.06 inches. Your sharpen length, 3.95 inches. Your blade width, right around here, is 0.84 inches. Your blade stock thickness is 148 thousandths of an inch. Your thickness behind the edge is 19 thousandths. Your handle material is a very nice feeling G10. Your close length, 5.05 0.95 inches. Your handle width right about here is 0.93 inches. Your closed width at the highest point, which was about right here, was 1.18 inches. Your handle thickness is 0.63 inches. And you have a flipper, and I'm hoping this fuller is going to work out. And what's in the pivot? We're going to find out because we're going to take it apart, break it down, disassemble it. It's a liner lock, and it's a tip down right side carry. And I've got questions for you guys and gals about this. I want a lot of feedback on this bad boy. And it has T8 in the pivot and T6 hardware. And it's model Ef951. Now you can get this in black G10, or you can also get the JG10 and color it whatever color you want. You could dye it. All right, let's see if it has an edge on it. Oh, yes. Yes, very nice, very nice. Yeah, that first Eafengrow I showed you, it came out of the box and really nice and sharp too. How about our fit? Lock solid, no blade play, lock rock up or down, left to right. And how about, let's see what our lockup is. And the lockup's about, I'd say about 40%. And are we centered? And let's see. Yes, we are centered. And look at that nice strong tip. You know, this blade, this knife might just be pretty darn cool. And let's see what it feels like going in and out of the pocket. Oh yeah, it's absolutely comfortable in and out of the pocket all day long. We'll do some size comparisons and then get to all the fun stuff. So here's the QSP in my right hand. You can see it definitely has a lot more thickness, a lot more purchase. And I'm going to put some up here. You guys already know the drill. If you know, you know. And we'll see. Hopefully you have one of these or two of these and give you an idea just of the size of this knife. Now here's the Spyderco Tenacious and the Sitivien Brazen. I'm putting a pivot, a two pivot. Oh yeah, it's a long one. No comment. Here's the Ef936. And I'm telling you what, people love this freaking thing. I like it. It is a fun knife. All knives don't have to be so serious. Here's a QSP Penguin. If you don't have a Penguin, what? Are you cereal? Are you cereal? You gotta get you a Penguin. And by the way, I have links to all these knives in the description. You can go get you one or go check them out. Here's the ST129. Yeah, I had to check. The ST129, we still haven't named this. I don't know if it should be the penguin, but there's already a penguin, or the zebra, or the skunk, or the angry skunk. I don't know. You tell me. And here's the petrified fish beluga. Yeah, look at that. Longer. And how about the Kubi KU322? A lot of folks love this one. And there's link, like I said, there's links to all that. I have 10% discount codes to a bunch of places. Kaiser, Mojave Outdoor, Lancelot Leather, White Mountain Knives. There's all kinds of cool links down there in the description of every video. And here's the Kaiser Land. I figured this one would be competing lengthwise. Okay, now we're in the territory. And one more. How about the CH3531? What about this beast? And all these knives, I think all of them, I have a video on, and most of them I've disassembled. You can go check them out. This one's kind of more recent. And if you're looking for a video on the channel, at the top where you see the community tab, just scroll over a little bit, and there is a magnifying glass. And you can type in the name of a knife, and it'll pop up if I've seen it, or if I've had it on the channel. Now for the fun stuff. First, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and right next to it, hit the bell button. And then above the bell button, hit all. That's how you don't miss new content on Beez Blades. And also, it'll let you know a half an hour before the live stream starts. You don't want to miss the live stream. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So let's go ahead and try the push button on this flipper. Oh, what happened there? Oh, so let's see. Oh, man, it's locked up. So push button is tough. I didn't have it locked before. Okay, let's try the old switcheroo. Yeah, there it goes. Man, that is a snap. So push button is going to be a little tough. I wouldn't call this a push button knife because when you do get it to break, it comes around and hits your finger. So this is a true flipper tab. You flip it. Yeah, snap. Pow, right in the kisser. So the action, well, man. Now, if you're one of those folks that likes to let the blade drop on your fingernail, it will drop to your fingernail all day long. So it's that smooth, and we haven't even taken it apart. So can I reverse flick it with this big fuller? Did I show you that fuller before? I'm full of the fuller. Pow! Yes, I love multiple deployments all day long. Yes, and it's not soft, so it grabs your fingernail and it holds on. How about left-handed? Very comfortable left hand. Oh, yeah, you already know. If you've been on the channel, you know what I just found out, what I just discovered. That pass-through, yes, very comfortable. You see there's comfortable jimping on there. Plenty of pass-through. Super comfortable. Oh, yeah. That's what makes a knife so much better for me, is when it is easy to disengage. That is awesome. I wonder if I can reverse flick this with my left hand. Yes. If I can do it left-handed, you can do it right-handed. So you could do the reverse flick, and can we pinch it open? Absolutely. You can pinch it open, swing, swing, a little bit of swing, swing. So wait a minute. So there's some jimping right here. Tell me that's not a front flipper. Can we? It's a front flipper also. You have 3 opening methods on this thing. Yes. I did not even know. How about that? It has really nice jimping for that front flip. Man, that is sweet. That is so awesome. And you know, I guess if you wanted, you could also open it two-handed with this nice fuller. That is pretty sweet. So let's check out ergos. My hand from here to here is 4 inches. From here to here is 3.5. From the bottom of my palm to the tip of my finger is 7.25. And let's see what the ergos are going to look like. That's what it looks like holding in my hand. And man, this thing is snappy. Ergos. Oh, yes. Look at that handle for days. And I am squishing down. I'm squeezing on it. No hot spots whatsoever. It's really weird. And I'm going to ask you now, what do you think about the tip down carry? Sometimes some folks like tip down carry. I know used to, that's all you could get was tip down carry. Is there anybody in here that doesn't mind either one? I know the popular thing is everybody carries tip up, but I want to hear your opinion on it. If you have a knife like this, it's like 27 bucks and it has everything that you're getting with this, you know, for a work knife, a beater knife. And, you know, I mean, you could do a lot of tasks with this thing. But let me know what you think. I want to know some opinions on this. And I'm going to bring that up in the live stream too, because the ergos are fantastic. That pocket clip does not bother me at all. And how about left-handed, holding it left-handed? Holding it left-handed, my middle finger falls right in that spot right there. So there's no problems, no issues. What? And check this out. I'm just squirreling all over the place. Look at this. Big, flat. All this real estate right here for your finger to choke up. Holy moly. You got to be kidding me. This is a useful knife. I am really digging it. So you can get way up in here. For whatever slicing you like to do, getting down in there, getting up in there, a little bit of swing, swing. Man, that is comfortable. And I like that this front choil right here, it has a lot of real estate and it's not just the blade. So it's very, very comfortable. So you can, up here, you've got the nice jimping holding your finger. You could do that. You can hold it back here for doing your push cuts. And you can even hold it back here, I guess, you know, if you're doing really long slices. So all 3 of those are comfortable. How about, okay, I'm just surprised. With this point going upwards, I thought this wouldn't be good for utility cuts. When I put my hand down, the tip goes straight right to the cutting surface. Wow, this is going to be a sweet knife to mess around with. I bet you it is a cardboard cutter, and you could do utility work with this thing. The ergos are fantastic, and you can get your finger way up in there, and it's comfortable. See how it melds into the palm of your hand? It's very comfortable. Wow, the ergos are really nice. I'm kind of surprised. I thought this was going to be maybe more of a novelty knife. It's not. They thought of a lot of things. And you know what? Speaking of things, let's get inside and take this is everything you need to take your knife apart. Get you some KPL knife pivot lube. You definitely want to get some of that. And there's a 10% discount code to KPL and get you some of these doodads. These are awesome. You can clean your knife out when you're not, when you don't have it apart. You can get those down in the cracks and crevices and you can clean it out, but you'll see what I use them for also. And then you definitely want to get you some lock stick. You can take a screenshot and you'll see what's here and a bit driver, and don't get a cheap set of bits. Get you a Weehaw bit set. They don't strip easy. And look at here, it doubles as a freaking driver. It's completely awesome. Get you one of these, maybe get 2. I have 2. Get you a set to keep in your car, one at work or whatever. All right, let's get inside this knife. All right, let's see. I usually go from the clip side, so I'm going to go from the clip side. Get you a Weehaw stubby. I've got a link in the description to that too. I'm going to use the fancy one from Get Good Screw. I'll put a link to this in the description. And there's so many options for the fancy ones, but all you need is a simple one. But I'm going to use a fancy one today because I'm feeling fancy. And that is coming right out. So there's a look at your screw. Looks like it's pretty clean, pretty clean. Put that right there. And this pocket clip, see how it's inset into the liner, which is very nice. Now, I didn't show before, but It doesn't take up space, and it went in and out of the pocket. Very, very nice. Very nice. All right, so put you over there. And then we have T6 body screws. So those are coming loose really nice and easy. I mean, I didn't even check. They weren't that tight. There's no Loctite on there. There's one body screw. Now, this is my chance to tell you, don't forget, every Friday night, Beez Blades, live at the Hive. All right. Come to the live streams. You will have so much fun. If you have questions about knives, or you want to learn about knives, or you're curious about knives, I'm telling you what, there will be people in there. It is the friendliest people in the world. They will help you out, answer your questions. Yeah, look at that. Those are all nice and clean. Very nice. They will answer your questions. We have so much fun. It is just a blast. So there's the scale. Not a whole lot to it. It's very clean. Very, very clean. I have just a rag with some alcohol on it, rubbing alcohol, just to clean it up a little bit. Sometimes you get some gunk in there. Sometimes it's not too bad. And, you know, I'm a little surprised by this knife. It is a lot cleaner than I expected. I don't know why. You know, knife companies they've got their game on. They've got the game on. So here's the scale. And then here is your ball bearing. Clean that ball bearing off just a little bit. And then here's the inside where the ball bearings run. I'm going to clean that out while we have it up here. And I'm just putting this in here and going around in a circle with my fingernail. Let's see what we got. Not a lot. Very impressive, Mr. Ventura. All right, so there's that. And let's give you a look at these ball bearings. Now, what you're used to seeing, you usually see their black ball bearings. See how these are silver colored? They're probably steel. So I'm guessing they're probably going to be magnetic. And are they going to stick? Yes. See, they're sticking to my magnet. So these are steel ball bearings in this knife. And you're going to have them on this side. Where are they at? They're down here. So you can see down here. There's your ball bearings. You already know I love those ball bearings. They are so cool. So cool. And here is your pivot. Pivot's nice and clean. I like that blue. I like that blue accent. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's very nice. So I told y'all I was going to do a giveaway during a disassembly, and I am. I think maybe the next video, it's going to be a really cool giveaway for all you that love disassemblies. I don't have the time today, so I think I'm going to do it on the next one. But look at there, you can see some burnt steel. That's not going to affect your blade edge at all. But man, that is a heck of a blade. And I'm going to take this ball bearing out and get it cleaned. There we go. Get these all nice and cleaned up. And I am excited because it is almost time. Right now, you're watching this on a Saturday or after. But for me, this is my day off. It's a Friday. And tonight is Beez Blades live at the Hive. And I can't wait. We're going to have so much fun. I am pumped. And man, I am so excited about the giveaway knife tonight. Oh, and there might be two. Actually, yeah, there usually ends up being two giveaways of sorts. And then I think tonight, which if you're watching this now, it's already been the day that I'm talking about. But I think I'm going to do a random giveaway for people that commented on videos. Just in case you didn't know, I really appreciate you commenting on every video that supports the channel. So if you're not a patron or you're not a channel member, all you have to do is say something. You don't even have to comment on the knife. You can say, hey, Beez, how's your day going? Or you can tell me what you had for breakfast. I really appreciate all you that support me doing that. Now, looky here. Looky. See this right here? This track? This is for the stop pin. The stop pin right here in the middle of the blade. Right there's the stop pin. It's not stuck. You can take it out if you want. And that's what's going to go around and stop your blade on both ends. Both edges. Both ends. Coming out both ends? No. All right, so I'm going to get some KPL heavy. And I'm going to do something a little different. So if you're used to watching the streams, pay attention. I'm going to get the KPL heavy, and I'm going to do that. That's not different. But I remembered. Sometimes I forget, and you guys are good at catching it. Like, dude, did you forget to use the KPL heavy? And I'll be like, oh man. So there, I'll put a little bit of KPL heavy. That's for the detent track. And now I'm going to get some regular KPL. Put some of that on here, and I use these doodads because it keeps me from overusing it, because you don't need to overdo your lube-doob. Don't need too much. Too much lube can be a bad thing. That can mean more than one thing. All right, there we go. Got that all in there. And now I'm going to put a little bit around my pivot. Make sure it's all nice and smooth, nice and slickery and smooth. All right, so we have all that like that. So I'm going to put my pivot in here. And that is a round pivot. That is not a D-shaped pivot. I didn't have any problems getting it tightened down. So I'm going to put these. Now, these are different than the other ones you're used to seeing, mostly on the channel. These, it doesn't matter which direction you put them back. They're pretty much the same on both sides, as far as I know. But, another good thing about the knife community is if once you think you know something, someone will say, well, actually, and you'll be like, oh, okay. And when somebody corrects me, don't feel bad to correct me because I appreciate it. If I do something wrong or I misstate something or you have an idea or a different opinion, let me know because I'm not going to learn if people don't share what they've learned because I am not an expert at all. Let's see, are we going to fit in there? And yeah, it feels like it's going to be nice and smooth. Get this other ball bearing on here. I'm going to put a little bit of lube on here. Don't really need much, just a little bit. Make sure we're in the screen so you can actually see it. The last video, I don't know what was going on. We were a tad out of focus, just a little bit. I'm going to put that around there. And then put this dude on here. And make sure everybody has a little bit of lube in these steel ball bearings. Well, probably using too much, but whatever. It's fun. I like using the little tools. It's fun. All right, so what I'm going to do a little different is take the time, which is not that much time. It'll only take a couple seconds. But we're going to go ahead and put this back on and see if everything fits where it's supposed to. Is it going to fit back where it was? Okay, I just heard a nice click. Okay, our pivot looks like it's going in. Everything looks like it's feeling solid like it's supposed to. Would you quit rolling over here? All right, so that's looking good. Everything is fitting back, looks like where it's supposed to. So we're going to get our pivot screw. And on this one, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this Loctite. You can use the liquid. When I use the liquid, maybe I'll use that one next time. When you use the liquid, I use a toothpick so I don't use too much. This thread locker stick is great. If you use this and your pivot moves at all, and this isn't working, then you go to the liquid. The liquid's a little stronger. So I'm going to get this screw and put it on just the tip there, and I'm just going to put a little bit, just a little bit. See there? That's actually a lot bit. You don't need much at all, and then you can let it set overnight and dry. I'm going to put that in there. That is plenty of Loctite. Oh, you know what I almost forgot? I did forget, but I remembered. Is there's a pocket clip that goes on there, and I cannot wait to hear. I mean, let the commenting begin. I want to hear all the pros and cons about the pocket clip. Everybody these days all carry tip up. But is there a particular reason why? What's the benefits? What's the advantages? All right, we're going to screw in there. There we go. So it's going right in, and it feels like it's seating in there just right. But I want to know the pros and cons because I haven't been in the knife collecting game forever. And growing up my whole life, my knives, they were always Gerbers or Kershaws or whatever, or, no-name brands or Barlow's, and they were all tip-down carry, and no one even thought twice or complained or thought about it. So what are the advantages to why everyone has switched to tip-up carry? And would you have a problem with buying a knife like this, of this caliber, that is tip-up or tip-down? So getting these guys in here, I'm just tightening them until they stop. I'm not putting any pressure or torque to them. Okay, now I'm going to tighten the pivot all the way down. So I've got it down just a couple fingers worth. Let's see if we're centered. And yes, we are dead centered. How about the action? Okay, so it's a little slow coming down. So what we can do is you check it. It is definitely dead solid. I'm going to back it off. I'm going to back the screw off backwards just a hair. Are we still solid? Yes, we're still solid. That means I can back it off a hair more. Just the slightest bit. We're still solid. Let's see what the action is now. Oh, There we go. Now we're in business. And since it is still solid, I'm going to back it off just a hair. See if we can get even a little bit of better action. And by a hair, I mean just a hair. Not even 1/8 of a turn at a time. Still solid. No play either way. Yes. All right, let's go to the big screen. Oh, wait a minute. Not yet. Let me make sure these guys are tightened up. Okay, there we go. See, almost forgot something. You guys would have caught it. I caught myself. There we go. All right, now we're all tightened up. And we're back. And we are dead centered. And the action is absolutely phenomenal on this thing. So, you know, for $27.99, what are my thoughts on it? Absolutely. This thing is awesome. It has so many ways, so many grips. And wow, I didn't even realize it until we found it. You found it with me. Holy moly, choking up on this thing. And this blade, it has so many uses. Oh my goodness. I want to know what you think about this. What are your opinions on it? And, you know, there's no hot spots. I don't have any problems. I'm trying to think of an issue. Let's see. We'll take a look here at something that's an issue a lot of times. Now, this is different. See here, we have some jimping where they've made this forward choil. And right there would be where you sharpen it. So the only thing I could see is you're going to sharpen it right there next to that jimp. And that's going to be a little different. But, man, for this price, absolutely. And I don't care how big your hands are. You can choke up there. This thing is going to fit. So let the commenting begin. I really appreciate you guys and gals. Make sure you live life in the present. Keep a Band-Aid handy. And don't cut yourself.